Good day.
My name is Abraham Tower. I'm a master shipbuilder and fisherman here in Cohasset.
And I'm James Stoddard, an apprentice living in Boston in a grist mill.
We're here to leave these markers at the gravesites of the participants of the Boston Tea Party, namely ourselves.
Indeed, yes.
Who fought for the liberties in Boston December the 16th, 1773, precipitating the American Revolution. As a master shipbuilder, I'm very concerned with Boston Harbor. Its openness and its business ensures the success of my family and the families of anyone involved in the ship and trading industry. So it was natural that I'd be interested in what was going on with the tea in Boston Harbor that night.
And as a young apprentice myself, the body of the people that predicated the destruction of the tea was a more open forum than the typical Boston town meeting. So even young apprentices were welcomed to the doors and allowed to voice their opinions on politics and things that normally didn't concern them. So I happened to find myself there, both motivated by the energy of the evening, but also an opportunity to share my personal political thoughts.
And indeed, young man. Thank you.
We arrived down at Griffin's Wharf. We held the meeting of the body of the people, 5,000 people in attendance. It was a raucous affair. We were aiming to send the tea ships back across the Atlantic, back to London. Unfortunately, Governor Hutchinson stood in our way.
As he always does.
We received a response from the owner of one of the tea ships that the vessels would not be cleared to leave Boston Harbor. And so very quickly, myself, men like Mr. Tower here and myself, we marched throughout the streets, gathering mud from the ground and smearing it on our faces, donning heavy woolen cloaks, even taking on mohawk feathers as well, symbols of self-governance and righteous anger, of course. And then marched down to Griffin's Wharf to do the deed, as it were.
340 chests of tea were tossed into Boston Harbor in 3.5 hours of what many of these men would describe as the hardest labor we've known in our natural lives.
Certainly mine as an apprentice, yes.
But certainly worth and indeed for what was to come.
Yeah.